Welcome to Learning Easier. Today we're going to learn how to multiply radical expressions. Radical of a number. The radical of a number is the same thing as the square root of a number. Radical of a number may be square root, cube root, up to the nth root. Example, square root of 243 is equal to the square root of 81 times 3, which is equal to the square root of 81 times the square root of 3, which can be simplified into 9 square root of 3. Cube root of 54 is equal to the cube root of 27 times 2, which is equal to 3 cube root of 2. Radical notation. Inside the radical symbol is the radicand. Outside the radical symbol is the index. The index, the radical symbol, and the radicand, all combined, is the radical. Multiplying radical expressions. If we're multiplying with the same index, we can just multiply using the multiplying rules for radicals. So the nth root of x times the nth root of y is equal to the nth root of x times y. We could just, in this example, we can just multiply x times y since we have the same index of n. And in this example, x and y are positive real numbers. An example of this would be the cube root of 5 times the cube root of 3, which is equal to the cube root of 5 times 3, which is equal to the cube root of 15. We can multiply the radicals since we have the same index. Multiplying radical expressions. 8 square root of 2 times 5 square root of 2. Since we have the same index of 2, we can just multiply them. 8 times 5 is 40, and the square root of 2 times 2 is equal to the square root of 4. 40 square root of 4 can be simplified into 40 times 2, which is equal to 80. 80 is the answer for this problem. 10 square root of 9 times 11 square root of 4. So there are two ways for doing this problem. You could just multiply the radicand and the number outside the radical and then simplify them using multiplication, or you could just simplify the square root of 9 and the square root of 4 into 3 and 2 respectively, and then multiply it by 10 and 11 respectively. We did it the first way. So 10 times 11 is 110. The square root of 9 times the square root of 4 is equal to the square root of 36. 110 times square root of 36 can be simplified into 110 times 6, which is equal to 660. 22 cube root of 9 times 9 cube root of 3. 22 times 9 is 198, and the cube root of 9 times 3 is equal to the cube root of 27. The cube root of 27 can be simplified into 3, so 198 times 3 is equal to 594, which is the answer. 11 cube root of 20 times 7 cube root of 5. So we can do 11 times 7, which is equal to 77. And the cube root of 20 times the cube root of 5, which is equal to the cube root of 100. So the answer is 77 cube root of 100, since we cannot simplify 77 cube root of 100 even more. Thanks for watching. Like and share this video with your friends and family. Write comments in the comment box below. Subscribe and hit the bell button. Follow Learning Easier Instagram.